welcome to the show. This is Internet Uncapped. I am your host, Evan. Joining me, as always, is Mitchell. Today, we're going to do something a little different today. We're doing a brand new sort of installment series, whatever you want to call it, and we are calling it the Rage-a-thon. So this was Mitchell's idea, and he wanted to give me a whole list of some of the worst movies that he's seen for me to watch. And I said, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to give you a list of some of the worst movies I've ever seen for you to watch as well. And we have both seen the respective movies that we are about to talk about, and for the very first time. And I have actually not finished the one you did, but that is neither here nor there. There is a reason why. But today we're going to be talking about Jack and Jill, the Adam Sandler twin comedy. Question mark, question mark, question mark. And also Uwe Boll's Postal. But before we get to that, I want to pull up something right now. Just so we get into sort of the spirit of what we're about to discuss. And I'm going to go first. We're talking about Jack and Jill, bitch. We're talking about this absolute dog shit, actually racist, very, very bizarrely written. Just, I would not necessarily consider it a movie. I would call it a brain dead exercise. That's what I would call this movie. Now, let me get into the reasons why. So, first of all, this is about Jack and Jill, both played by Adam Sandler. They are twins. They are, well, one is to assume that, like Adam Sandler himself, they grew up as, these twins in the 1970s and 80s and whatever. And obviously Jill is super obsessed with Jack to a very creepy degree as a twin sister, to the point where they show her hugging the shit out of him in all these random places, and she's just embarrassing him to no end. To describe that is already cringe enough, but of course it does get a whole lot worse. But basically, if I can understand the main premise of this movie, basically after years and years away from each other to try to sort of establish a whole new life for each other, Jill comes back to Jack's house for the holidays, to see sort of a lot of the family members that she hadn't seen for the first time, especially his children, one of which is an adopted Indian child. And I can't get into that too much, but let's just say the shit that is thrown at this poor Indian child character is so insanely racist that I cannot repeat much of what is said in that movie in this video. It is beyond a comprehension how this got past the censors. I just don't understand. But that is neither here nor there. He also. Oh, and by the way, speaking of Jack's adopted Indian son, he's obsessed with taping himself. And I'm not talking about videotape. I am talking literal tape that he takes out in spools and grabs whatever is near him, including actual animals, and taping them onto his body. Mitchell, what the fuck are we even doing? But it's bad enough that he's Indian. Yeah. It's bad enough. But it would have been worse if it was another race. And I won't suggest which race it is. But that is besides the point. How in the world this got in the script and said, okay, let's do it. Let's have the kid tape a bunch of the random shit onto him while they're eating Christmas dinner. Beyond me. I don't know. Beyond me. But then you have a bunch of other decisions, including the infamous Dunkachino scene, which is one of the most shameless promotions of Dunkin' Donuts I've ever seen. And that says a lot considering the Ben Affleck commercial. Okay, I'm just saying this is even worse than the Ben Affleck commercial. Okay, so let's just get that out of the way. This was before the Ben Affleck commercial, but the Ben Affleck commercial got nothing on the Dunkachino scene with Al Pacino. It is, again, it is mired with some of the craziest, most underdeveloped very, very, very misguided things that I've seen in a Adam Sandler movie in a long time. And again, that's saying a lot. I fucking hate grown-ups. This is worse. Okay, Little Nick, eh, this is worse. This is worse than literally every other Adam Sandler comedy that is in the bad category that I've ever seen. I don't know if it's the worst yet, wink, but it is there's not a shadow of a doubt, Mitchell, that I hate this movie to such a degree that I hope that if I were to ever have a physical copy in my hands, I would throw it in a wood chipper so that it rots away in the grass and it sinks down and it goes straight to where it belongs, down in hell.
Yeah, it is a terrible movie. I remember watching this not immediately when it came out. Like I remember seeing it like probably 2, maybe 3 years later. Like you see there on the poster 11, 11, 11. I want to say I saw this in like high school, probably senior year. It was on TV,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw, oh, it's Adam Sandler, and then I didn't realize what the movie was, and
Yeah.
I watched it, and I tuned in the middle of it, and then I only watched part of it, and then I gave it like 20 minutes, and I said, I'm out, like I'm done with this. I'm done. Like I can't watch this.
Yeah.
Um,
It's true.
then I went on this binge where I was just watching all Adam Sandler movies. And this was around COVID, 2020, and it was because we were all in lockdown, we had nothing going on,
Mm-hmm.
so I started doing this thing where I was just watching. I was picking an actor, an actress, and I was like, I'm gonna watch all their movies. And Adam Sandler was one, so I started watching Mr. Deeds, Billy Madison, Happy
Mm-hmm.
Gilmore.
Yep.
Trying to The Longest Yard. You Don't Mess with the Zohan.
Oh yeah.
That's My Boy. Like you get the gist of it.
Yes.
I watched this one, and there was one about like nighttime stories and stuff like
Oh,
that.
bedtime stories. Yeah, I've seen
Bedtime
that.
stories. Yeah, Pixels. Another bad one.
Yeah, another
But
one.
there was an era in like 2010 to like 2015, 16 ish, where Adam Sandler was just making god awful movies, and
Oh yeah.
I'm actually gonna pull up his IMDb right now because I want to list some of these off.
Okay.
And there were so many bad ones at the time. It was like,
Oh
what
yes.
the hell are we doing?
I
And
know.
yeah, it was. I didn't understand it. Like, so he goes from, okay, we're gonna start 2000, 2001, or no, 2000. Lil Nicky, you're not a big fan. I kind of liked it. It had its moments. A
Yeah, it
little
had its
weird.
moments. It had
A
its
little
moments.
weird.
A
The
little weird.
animal. The animal. He was. It was starred. Rob Schneider. I think Adam Sandler had like a scene in it. I don't remember that one. Mr. Deed. Good movie. I personally really liked it. Not the best from. Not the one that people really rave about.
Yeah.
Then there is Punch Drunk Love, which a lot of people raved about it.
That's a classic. Yeah,
And
that's
that was
one of his best movies for sure.
yeah, and that was
All
one
Thomas
that
Anderson.
I didn't watch at the time. I watched later. 8 Crazy Nights. That one always comes on. Anger
Oh yeah.
Management, great. 51st Dates, awesome. Spanglish, another classic. I think my personal opinion with Selma Hayek.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's in it. The Longest Yard. Okay. Click at the time was very controversial. It's won me over. I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry. You Don't Mess with the Zohan. Bedtime Stories. Funny People was another good one. It was a serious one. Grown Ups, you hate it. Just Go With It. His first one with Jennifer Aniston. Zookeeper. I think he produced that one with Kevin James. So I don't count that.
Yeah, I don't count either.
Jack and Jill. Like, what? Are you kidding me? So Jack and Jill, Just Go With It, Grown Ups, Funny People, Bedtime Stories. So you start with Bedtime Stories. I thought it was a good kids movie. Like, it wasn't something that I could watch and be like, oh wow, like that's like I would never go back and watch that movie again unless if I had a kid.
Same. I actually saw it in the theater with a few friends, and that's basically how I saw it. It was just like, oh yeah, this was a cute story, but I just would never see it again.
Yeah, and then he goes from Jack and Jill, and he realized this was a disaster. Then goes back to That's My Boy, and then he's like, yeah, I got to do more of this. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and then he had the he's had some serious movies like The Cobbler. That was another good one. And
Oh
then,
yes.
hmm and
Yeah.
now he had that deal with Netflix where he was just making whatever.
Oh yeah,
Like,
Hubby Halloween or whatever.
yeah, and then there was another one, it was like Sammy something. He like, oh, he talking like this. He does the weird voice.
Yeah.
I hated it. I absolutely hated it. But it is what it is.
Uncut Gems, but that's a great movie. That's not a bad
And
movie.
Uncut, that's good. That's a good one. Kevin
Love it.
Garnett's in it too. It's
Yes, he
love that
is.
movie. Love
Yes,
that.
he is. I love it too. Yes, without
But
question. Yeah. So
you know, it was a movie that honestly, like Jack and Jill, I just think that if Sandler, I think that if Sandler could take back one movie, it would either be this or Pixels.
I would say honestly, Mitchell, I would say this. This is the worst offender by far. Pixels
Oh,
is a bad movie, but this is unforgivable.
and then there's also his first movie ever. It's like Something Overboard.
Oh, yes, Going Overboard.
Yeah,
That is also one of the movies you picked for me for the Rage-a-thon. Yes. Yes,
it's
yes, yes.
another one that um is really bad.
Yeah, I
Like it was,
not
I think it was his first one that he ever starred in. So you kind of put
probably.
that asterisk next to it.
Yeah.
This is in the middle of his career, and it's like you knew better. You knew better, you bastard.
I agree. He really did. And the choices here on all fronts. I will give it one bit of credit, just one. The bit where Al Pacino is in the middle of Macbeth and he's doing his thing and he just like for whatever reason he's just so oafish and he just picks up the phone for whatever reason because he's dating Jill. I actually thought that was pretty funny. Everything else in the movie, total complete dog shit. That is it. That's the only thing I will ever give this movie credit for. You got me with Al Pacino trying to be Al Pacino, and then he just can't help himself but pick up the phone in the middle of his performance. That actually I liked. Everything else, nope. And again, I will rage against the fact that you used an Indian boy to do a stupid joke about him taping shit onto himself. I cannot let that shit go, Mitchell. They made an Indian child put tape all over his body. God damn it.
Yeah, it's
Ah,
that was so weird.
I just don't
Like
understand what they were thinking. I just don't understand what they
I
were
forget, like,
thinking.
what's his relation?
He was the adopted son of Adam Sandler.
Like that's right, yeah. So he was, yeah. I just they
I,
literally the whole joke with him is just that it's so funny because he's Indian, and it's like, why is that? Why is that a
why?
thing? Yeah, like why is it just like, oh, he's funny because he's Indian? Like it was just very, very poor taste, and like again, Al Pacino. There's one scene in particular
Yeah,
where like they're at I think it's like the hockey game or basketball game or something. Sends
yeah.
the hot dog over. I'm like,
Basketball. Yeah, it was the basketball game.
yeah. Oh my god. I was like,
That was
I
I
was
just
like,
was
why is Al Pacino? Al, do you need some money? Did you blow it all from Scarface and Heat?
I don't
What the
know.
fuck, dude? Like,
I just don't know.
it was so fucking bad.
It really
Like, I
truly
fucking
was.
hated it so
I
much.
and I hate it too, absolutely. So, and now for Rage-a-thon, I wanted to do something a little different. So basically, I asked Mitchell for his movie to write just one line to describe his feelings. So to end Jack and Jill, I will read my one line right now. There's no point to this movie other than being dull, racist, and unfunny. That's all there is to it.
Yep.
So that is Jack and Jill. Go fuck yourself. We're moving on. Up next, Mitchell, take it away. I'm about to upload this right now. We are talking about Uwe Boll's Postal.
And if you know
Let's
anything about Uwe Boll, his most recent movie, Citizen Vigilante,
with Army. I eat people
Hammer.
sometimes. Hammer, yeah.
Allegedly, in our
Allegedly in
opinion.
Minecraft, but also ooh,
Possibly in Minecraft.
possibly, hopefully not. I pray to God that's not true. But
Once
why
you
say it?
slay, once you slay the zombies, you get flesh. and you can eat it. There you go. But
Exactly.
Postal, okay, I played the Postal games.
Yeah.
I played one of them. A buddy owned it, mutual friend D. He's been on here. He owns it. Um, this game. Oh, sorry. Well, this is the movie that we're looking at, but the
Right.
game, it is unhinged.
Mm-hmm.
It is Duke Nukem, but for how can I put this? It's Duke Nukem for racists, I guess. I don't even really know how to describe it. There's it's
Yeah.
I don't even really know how to describe it. There's so much that goes on in this movie. Um,
And that's an
and
understatement. That's an
yeah, like
understatement.
it's a lot of early 2000s, like very, very, very out there humor.
Yeah.
Um, like there's a scene where Osama is calling George W. Bush to complain about the postal man. Like there's so much, and it plays on so many different parts of American culture, trailer parks. Um, his wife is a really really big woman,
Yeah.
and she gets blacked, and it gets recorded. It is some of the craziest, cringiest shit that happens.
Yeah.
They make jokes about corporate America, about the
Mm-hmm.
current state of the country. There's angry German people because we can't say the other word. There's a
Yeah.
lot that happens in this movie, and all for just to always end the same way, which is the postal man just gets a big gun and mows everyone down. That's how literally 90% of all the issues. He gets stuck in an alleyway, mows everyone down with a big gun. He gets pinned down in the trailer park behind a vehicle, mows everyone down with a big gun. It is a crazy, insane movie, and the fact that they got he's right there on the poster, Mini
Mm-hmm.
Me from
Mm-hmm.
Austin Powers. What's it? Vern Taylor?
Vern. God.
Yeah, it's Vern. Is
Troy.
it Vern
Troy
Taylor?
Verner. Troy
Troy
Verner.
Werner.
Yes.
Man, how did I get that wrong?
It's okay.
Troy Werner. He's in it. It's just
Yeah.
like it's a really really weird movie, and I
Oh.
personally would. It's one of the worst that I've ever seen.
Yes.
Um, And you know what? I forgot to pull up the number here, but Rotten Tomatoes 9%, Prime Video 4.5 out of 10. Who the fuck is doing that rating? IMDb 4.5 out of 10. No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. This should
Absolutely
not.
not.
Yeah, this should not be a thing. And Zach Ward is the lead actor. Like
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I totally fucked up his name. It's Vern Troyer, not Troy
Vern.
Verner. Vern Troyer. So excuse me. Rest in
Yeah,
peace.
I
But
thought it was
yes,
Taylor, but yeah, Troy. Okay.
Vern Troyer. Yeah.
And Zach Ward, I mean, he was in he was in A Christmas Story. That's like
Yep.
one of the big things that he was in, and really he
Mm-hmm.
hasn't done much of anything else that I'm seeing. Like I went through and it's all a few things here, a few things there. He was in Resident Evil 2 Apocalypse,
Mm-hmm.
but nothing really that's like, whoa, he was in that. Whoa, like
Yes.
it's insane, but it's really bad.
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah,
It's yes.
if you haven't watched it, good. Don't. That's all I'm gonna say. Is just please, for the love of God, don't even put yourself in that situation. It and like what's sad is that's probably like his most well-known work, but it's so bad. And
It is.
the games are never anything to write down about, write home about. They were always something to the extent of just jokes on modern day society, whether
Right.
it be you know the different um the different stereotypes of modern day society, whether it be corporate or people, whatever. Like that's what the game was all about, and that's what this movie is all about. But it's bad. The story makes no sense. Like this guy's just trying to get a job to pay his rent at his trailer park. He ends up just killing people. It's so stupid, and he gets involved in the conspiracy theory with terrorists and the government. It's bad. It's bad. If you haven't watched it, again, don't. And if
Yeah.
I can sum this up into one sentence, it would be never again, and I never should have.
And before we wrap this up, I will say that this movie is not worth the price of admission, especially when you see Dave Foley's penis. I never want to see Dave Foley's penis ever again in my life. Never, ever, ever, ever again. And I like Dave Foley. Dave Foley is a really good comedic actor, but never again do I want to see Dave Foley's penis. No. If you see Dave Foley's penis, call up an adult. Get your parents.
Call an adult.
Get the police. We're going to do this last thing, which is basically I've curated both my and Mitchell's lists of the worst movies that we can find for Rage-a-thon. So you're going to see basically a hodgepodge of different things as a preview of what's to come. So first, we're going to go for the list that I gave to Mitchell. And so I'm going to pick your next movie that we are going to watch for the next installment of Rage-a-thon. So we are mission accomplished on Postal. And also one other thing, Invasion of the Blood Farmers was a suggestion by our friend of the show, Tyler Liger of Unfiltered and Crash Out Connoisseurs. We will do that at some point in time, but we will do that separately from this next iteration. I am gonna just go by the original list as seen here. My pick for your next film, yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's Vampire's Kiss. Your next pick is Vampire's Kiss. Mitchell,
Jesus Christ.
This is my least favorite movie of all time. If you listen, Postal is a cakewalk compared to Vampire's Kiss. It is a movie I have seen only twice, and I refuse to see it a third time or more than a third time. It is one of the most abysmal pieces of fucking shit you will ever see in your life. And I don't care if Nicolas Cage was the saving grace of how insane and goofy and horrible that performance was. It is by far one of the absolute worst dog shit movies I've ever seen. That is my pick for you. You're watching Vampire's Kiss, bitch. All right. So now we're going to do the opposite. We are going to go ahead and Mitchell, you are going to pick my movie from my list. So I'm going to just share my screen right now. Okay, so here it is. Here's my list. I think, yeah, this is my list that you picked for me. For my list, Mitchell, which is your pick for next time?
All right, it's in the middle.
Okay.
Third row, Sniper Special Ops, a Steven Seagal classic, if you will.
Okay. All right. Sniper Special Ops with Steven Seagal. And by the way, he picked a fair amount of Steven Seagal. We got Asian Connection, we got A Good Man. But all right, Sniper Special Ops and Vampire's Kiss. Oh my God. Well, I'm looking forward to that, and we'll report back when in due time in the next installment. So in the meantime, thank you all for joining the very first installment. Thank you very much of Rage-a-thon. Be sure to hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment down below. Tell us what some of the worst movies you have ever seen are in the comments. I really would love to know, and so would Mitchell. And as always, we will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody. Yep.